All right, I'm sorry I got cut off. It was probably divine, it's all about grief and loss, right? And I know we were having connection issues out there, so hopefully once that video is done processing, all of the buffering is smoothed out and you have a better experience. I will pedal backward a little bit, but then we are just going to move straight into the Reiki and healing. The nuts and bolts of the heart and soul of this message is that grief is sacred, loss is sacred, and our feelings surrounding it is sacred. The process of healing grief and loss is sacred, and there's no timeline. And everything, every little choice that we can make to nurture ourselves is a good choice. Every little way that we can kind of adjust our lives to honor what we're currently going through and processing is beautiful and sacred. And don't feel pressured to just get over it. Don't feel pressured to find the silver lining. Don't feel the pressure to be positive. Because our society, if you're living in America and in the Western world, our society does not know how to hold space for itself, never mind another. Which is why we learn mindfulness and meditation. We learn how to really hold space for ourselves. We learn how to love and nurture ourselves in a countercultural way because we live in a culture that doesn't honor the natural cycles of life, of the human experience. And that's one of the downsides of the patriarchal society that we've all grown up in, is we have to learn how to hold space for ourselves. We have to learn how to love and honor and respect the sacredness of even the darkest and heaviest of human emotions and experience. That truly some of our deepest, most loving, most nurturing, most sacred work is honoring those deeply human and vulnerable places and spaces within ourselves. And it's funny because I was doing yoga this morning, and I was in a deep stretch, and these feelings of anxiety and sadness and fear all started bubbling up. And I had this moment where I was like, it's okay. I know we're feeling these things. I know we're experiencing these things, but we are safe. And we are experiencing these emotions, but we're not these emotions. And I was like, what's going to come up for today that I am having to hold space for myself in my morning practice? And in fact, that day was the last meditation in the goddess section. And that we'd be moving on to a new chapter. And that we'd be working with Demeter and grief and loss. It was all just very poetic and synchronistic. Because we are in harvest season. And everything that we can do to be tender and nurturing with ourselves and hold space for ourselves during these times is so important. So, with that being said, I love you all. And I'm here to encourage you to just meet yourself every day, because every day is different. Every day, different things come up. And that's okay. We're constantly shifting and changing. It is the nature of our reality. And I'm going to invite you now to get comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe in your own time. Honoring where you are now in this present moment. And it looks like we're about to have a guest. So it'll be a second before I can continue. But it's all good. Okay. Deep breath in. And exhale. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed week. Know that I'm sending you infinite love and blessings. And that I'm holding space for you, for myself, in our individual and collective healing journeys. Be well. And know that the grief And the loss is such a powerful teacher. And that you were infinitely held and loved in that space.